Genshin Impact has a great story, it has great characters. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'll probably say something not a lot of people will tell you. I don't give a fuck about the story in a video game. I just want good gameplay. If it happens to have a good story, even better.
Yes. Finally, someone fucking understands it. Multiple people understand that shit, but they're not saying anything. Gameplay should always come first. The story should come second, but it should feel like it also comes first. Like, I'm gonna pull up again, Sonic Unleashed. The story in that game, I think, is phenomenal. Because it's like you're going on a world adventure, and you're meeting all these people, and you're basically reconstructing the planet. The final boss in that game is absolutely fantastic as well. But the way that the game plays, the only thing that I don't like is how often I was accidentally slamming into walls when I tried to play it again, but I'm also very rusty with the game. The Werehog stages, playing as the Werehog, oh my god. Oh my fucking god, I loved it. I played it again, I nutted. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it so much. I forgot how chunky the dude hits, I forgot how hard he hits, and I forgot how quick Sonic feels like he goes in this game when you are doing the day stages. It's amazing. Be like Undertale, Left 4 Dead, Spyro, and Crash Bandicoot. Does Crash Bandicoot even technically have a story? Because you never hear anyone talking about it. It's like, whoa! Whoa! It also depends for, like, certain stuff, too, because in this instance, we're also, like, I'm comparing this, unfortunately, to, like, a $40 game at the time to what is now a free game with Genshin and Wuwa. And to be fair, these are free games. The gameplay should be coming first because you want people to stick with the game and, I hate to say it, but grind as much as possible, spend as much time on the game as humanly and physically possible, because that's where you're going to get your money. If they're in the game longer, they're going to want better characters. If they're going to want better characters, they're going to spend money to get the resources to be able to pull those characters. And if they don't get it, you're going to have a staff-at-home situation, sorry Tectone, where a motherfucker is spending $10,000 to $20,000 just to get a fucking character because the rules are absolute dog shit in some of these games. And that's where you get your revenue from, is from people buying that stuff, buying the skins, etc. Because there's also skins in Genshin now, too. A free game needs to be, the game is fun first, and then the story comes second, but is close so that it keeps the characters, so that it keeps the player interested. Like, that kind of game for me, even though you may see it as bare bones because it's literally like, oh, you can just literally set these characters to auto and they'll do stuff for you a lot of times, especially if you have them leveled up really well, is Nikke. I love the story of Nikke a lot because there actually is a story. You would think that there wasn't one because it's like, it's just chicks with huge asses and massive tits and they're calling you commander and they're sweet-talking you in your DMs, but there actually is a story. They're going to take back the surface. But Genshin's story never really grabbed me. I mean, it kind of did at first, but it's also because it's like, it's a new game that you're playing. Like he said, he liked it because it was a new game he was playing. You're not really used to something like this when you've been playing other stuff, and then like me, your main stuff isn't going to be open world exploration combat game, you know? So, for me, it was great. And then the grinding for stuff got insufferable. The lack of stamina, like, the stamina bar just itself was a fucking nightmare, dude. Like, it would run out so fast. It was bad. And, let me see what else. Just doing, like, events felt insufferable. Doing a lot of shit in the game just did not feel fun after a while. I was kind of doing it just so that I could get characters, but then, you know, I saw that they were all available on A Playbox, so I decided I'm just gonna drop the game. And then I came back after Hazuka was like, I'm dropping a bunch of bottom-heavy mods for free. Here's the way to mod the game. Go wild. And then I started adding other people's mods, and had fun with that, because I just loved watching them, you know, walk around, and I loved seeing what people could put in this game. But the story was so lackluster. I have not gotten past a couple of episodes into Fontaine. That's how bad it felt to me, because I was like, this doesn't feel like a game that I like anymore. And this was before I played Wuthering Waves. So that didn't have any impact on why I stopped liking it. I just stopped liking Genshin because to me, it got repetitive, it got boring, it didn't feel like they really were changing or updating stuff properly. And like the buffs and the nerfs to characters just did not make sense a lot of times when they happened. Hell, buffs and nerfs to weapons. At some point, the bell was the best claymore in the fucking game. It's a 4-star that you can instantly max out because you get it so much. And they made it shit. And so the game's pretty much telling you at that point, well, if you want good gear, you gotta get a 5-star. And I don't think that's a good thing at all. Like, I am kind of getting to the point where I'm genuinely sick of games that are like, you have to pull a character and a weapon. I'm not really on a theory of restart as much as I want to be because I'm not usually a keyboard and mouse player, and that game is specifically for keyboard and mouse, unfortunately. But there's one thing that I like about that game, and it's that the weapons are specific to the character and they come with the character and you cannot switch them out. But regardless, the gameplay of that game is fun. The gameplay of a lot of these games are fun. But really, like, I'm not following that for the story. And I genuinely do not like the act. Hopping back over to this since I accidentally tangented, sorry. I don't like the fact that it ended up becoming a big thing where we have to pull a character and then try to get their weapon, and they don't just come with the weapon. If anyone attempts to make a Genshin Plus, please do. Make it so that all of the characters can be unlocked while playing through the story, and make it so that characters have their own weapons, and they can never be switched out. Give them the weapons that were specifically made for them. And if it's something that looks like it's aesthetically supposed to be, but it for some reason isn't, make it that way. Make it so that it's their fucking weapon. Do that. Don't make money off of it. Just do it for free. Hope to God they don't cease and desist your ass. I will fucking pledge to your Patreon. Just say that it's not for this game, and you'll be fine.